Let me
Let
tell
me see if
people.
this works. I don't know what it is about Fridays.
Okay, are we ready?
All right, looks like we're live on YouTube.
Okay. I have this picture.
All right. We are live, Mike.
All right. Welcome, 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 welcome everybody to Free Financial Friday. Free Financial Fridays is a financial free information group that we have here, and we're always sharing some great information about finances and affiliate information as well. Tiffany Cogdale and Greg Satterwhite are my partners in delivering this information. So I want to turn it over to Tiffany right now, and here we go.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Greg, do you want to do the go over the challenge first or go over the other information first? I will start with the challenge then. I am going to share my screen. All right. Let me see. Mike, can you see that?
I sure can.
Okay. Let me start it. All right. So starting Sunday, November the 1st, we are starting a 2-in-1 challenge. So the first part of the challenge is one, we're going to use the cash envelope system, and the cash envelope system is basically a way for you to track budget first and then track your expenses using envelopes for different categories. So let's look at what that is and what we are planning to do. So one, your first step is going to be to budget for the month of November. So of course, at the end of the month or right at the beginning of the next month, you want to go ahead and set up your budget. So you want to plan ahead for the month to allot yourself money for each of your categories. Those categories can include groceries, restaurant, gas for your car, health, your doctor's visits, vitamins, things of that nature, any kind of personal care items. So your personal items, hair care, makeup, car maintenance. You have entertainment items. And then it is November, so I'm sure there'll be some sales going on in preparation for the holidays. So people may be buying gifts. So if you're a gift buyer, that may be a category that you want to have or a category to consider. With groceries, I put remember Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is quickly approaching. So if you're cooking for family or groups of people or more than normal, then you want to budget accordingly. So you want to decide what budget categories you are going to choose for your cash envelopes. And once you choose those, you will write, some people have envelope systems that they purchase. I am just using regular envelopes, of which I've just written the name of whatever my category is on the envelope. So this envelope is for home purchasing items, so just items that I need for home. This is my groceries envelope. This is my restaurant envelope. And then I have a savings envelope. And this is for just money that I have remaining and also for the second part of the challenge. So again, budgeting is always key. The reason we're using the cash envelope system is because when you give out cash, it's a psychological thing. It triggers, it hurts, it stings because you're actually physically giving money away. So you're more likely to track your money better when you're using cash as opposed to swiping away on your card. If you're swiping your debit card, it doesn't sting as much as it does when you're handing out cash. Credit card stings even less. So it doesn't impact you as much because you may not be keeping track of it the way that you may need to. So using the envelopes will help you. Hopefully, it'll help you stay on target. You cannot switch money from one envelope to another envelope. So let's say I have money left over in my grocery envelope. I can't switch that over to my home purchasing envelope. So you want to put cash in each envelope based on your budget that you have set for the month. So for example, if my budget for food is $200, then I'm going to put $200 in my food envelope, and I'm not going to go over $200. If I go over $200, then I'm done buying food for the month. So you got to think about it like that so that you won't overspend. Um, and again, you can't switch cash from one envelope to another. The second part of the challenge is every time you get a $5 bill back from purchases, you want to put it in your savings envelope. So let's say I go to the grocery store or I go to a restaurant, I pay for my food, I get back a $5 bill or two $5 bills. I'm going to take those $5 bills and I am going to put it in my savings envelope. So this is the envelope that I am going to not touch. And at the end of the month, I am going to put that money into my emergency fund or into an investment account. So yes. Any questions? Mike, do you have any questions?
Wow, Tiffany, that sounds like a very sound budget plan that you came up with that I believe is going to reap benefits with those of us who embrace it and apply it into our lives. I'm so thankful for that.
Yes. This is actually a system that Dave Ramsey teaches. He's a well-known financial coach. So he teaches the cash envelope system. So it's a great way to, for people especially that aren't used to budgeting, or even if you are, it's just a great way to track your spending. So.
Wow, that is so important, Tiffany. I notice that a lot of times we have what we have coming in and we're not so mindful of what's going out.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly right. which is the great benefit of a budget, because it does allow you to be in control of your money and to know exactly what's coming in. Some people aren't even aware of what's coming in, so they just know it's coming in and going out. It's almost like when I get it, it's gone. So this is a great way to just put something in place for the month of November, and then you can just begin to build upon that for December and going on into the new year. What a wonderful way to start the new year, being in control of your finances.
That's powerful.
It is powerful. Yes.
And that is a good idea. You can start the new year with some money in your pocket.
New year, new money.
Start the new year, you can start out investing and really start with the new year.
Exactly. Exactly right.
Greg, did I just hear you say you can start the year off investing?
Investing.
So that applies that I could put my money somewhere where it will work for me and it will grow. So now I'm growing my money. Wow. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, you are. You're growing your money for yourself, someone else.
Wow. Folks that are out there that hear this. So we're talking about what Tiffany is putting in place and enlarging into our minds is she wants us to keep more of our money by way of a budget. And Greg is saying how we could grow more of our money. That to me is a combination that you just can't beat. Wow.
Yeah. And usually we start the new year out in debt because of Thanksgiving, because of Christmas, right? So usually by January, everybody's looking for money because now they piled up all these bills. So hopefully by using this envelope challenge, the first of the year, you'll have extra money instead of being in debt.
Wow. So you're saying, let me see if I get this. So by having a budget and having it in place, not just for November, but before November. And it sounds like with this budget, you do have a delayed spending plan that's an element that's built into this. And also it makes you become mindful of growing your money in some type of investment vehicle. Wow, sounds like I got to get some more education on investing and knowing where to put my money so it'll work for me. And I know it won't talk back, and I know it doesn't get tired. Wow, that is awesome. Greg and Tiffany, I love you all. You all just set me on the right road and the right thinking for how I'm going to be a better steward and manager over my finances. What a revelation. What else can you share with me?
Actually, we have somebody joining who I want them to share testimony of what we were just talking about as soon as she gets on here. Good.
Wow, that's awesome.
Tifa.
Well, hello. How you doing?
Perfect time. I was getting ready to text you and ask you to share your testimony about when you put your money in the account that you did, the rate of return that you were getting, and how it benefits you. Because we were just talking about using the extra money that we have and putting it either towards investing, saving, emergency fund, one of those items, all of those items.
So two things happened. I went from I I had savings in my savings account and it was making 0.0 nothing percent at Wells Fargo. And then with encouragement with Tiffany, she would always be like, I'm trying to look for a high interest yield account that yields some more interest. And I was like, oh, that sounds nice. But me, I like seeing my money. And in the bank, I didn't realize I was actually losing money, even when I was keeping it in my savings account. So I'm not gaining anything. So John Robinson, my financial advisor, he was like, well, how about we take this and put it in a better account? So put it in a better account. It was only earning maybe like 2%, 2%. And then he called me. He was like, hey, I found an account that's going to yield 5 to 6%. Let's move it. And I was like, ooh, let's move it again. Oh. So we ended up moving that money. And then I had some money still saved away in my savings account. And I was like, well, that money's still just sitting there. Why don't I take that money as well and put it to that high interest, higher yielding interest account? And so we did that. Plus my money from my, it turned into like a mutual fund, like not a mutual fund, but it turned into my retirement account. And what they did at my old job 10 years ago is it went from like a pretty aggressive account and it started like going to like a more safer account. So it wasn't really like drawing that much interest. So same thing, John. So let's take that out. You're still young. Let's put it somewhere where it's going to be a little more aggressive. And we did that like maybe a month or two ago. And it already gained like $2,500 in like a month or two. We went up pretty quick. And we changed from that to a Roth IRA, and just so my money, so both of the accounts are able to grow faster, and I'm just able to get to my goal that much more quickly.
Wow.
I borrow something?
That is so awesome. So
This how we roll over here.
Can I borrow something? Can I borrow something, Latifah?
Yes.
We'll show you how to get it.
No. Oh, you want to borrow my money? I want to borrow some education. Like, sure, I can. Whatever I got, I'll give it to you. Like knowledge, I ain't got nothing but more to me. I'm learning from you guys, because before I used to be scared to like kind of move my money around and things like that. I like seeing it. I like seeing my savings, but I didn't realize that just it sitting in my regular savings account is just not helping us. It's not helping you. And so I learned that from you guys. And so just to move it into somewhere where it's actually, where it's actually growing. And I'm not doing anything to it really. I'll add to it, but when it's just sitting there, it actually can grow without me touching it. So
wow, did I just hear that? I'm hearing some great things. Your money is growing faster because you got some great advice from your advisor, financial advisor.
mm-hmm.
You also said you all. So that comes to mind in the multitude of counselors, purposes, your goals for your money to grow for you will be established. Oh, wow. Ooh. That thread just ran through my heart. I am so grateful to be around you all. I can feel money growing in some account of mine, and I'm not even checking on it, just by association. So folks, I hope you all are listening in on this. And the multitude of counselors, you got to get into groups, like-minded people who are having the conversation, the right conversation, the appropriate conversation, lined up with God's principles about what you should be doing with your money so it can grow and you can keep more of it. So I feel victorious already.
Yeah, definitely.
Amen.
And
One
thank you
thing
guys.
that Tika was saying is like people have an emotional attachment or an emotional relationship with money. So we have to measure, is it a healthy relationship or not? And what she was saying was, hey, I was scared to move my money because I like seeing it there. But when you get when she got the education that says, look, when you shift this over, you're going to be shifting more money back into your accounts, then it totally makes sense. So it's great. I encourage everyone to have a financial coach and a financial advisor. your coach will help guide you, help you with budgeting, debt elimination, and things like that. Your financial advisor is going to look at what account are going to best benefit you. So we love John Robinson. He is like my go-to send the person I send people to, like, look, check, let him look at your insurance, let him look at what investment accounts you don't have or have. He'll get you set up. So it's really great to interview people, interview financial advisors, and make sure you have at least one to three, interview them and just see what your best options are.
Wow.
They're not emotionally attached to your money. So having somebody look at it from the outside is always helpful.
Man, I'm looking for his number right now.
Yeah, John's been a real big blessing to me. Between John, talking to Tiffany, like, it's helped me a lot. Even I'm not excited about this November challenge, but I know it's gonna help me. So that's what in the end I really appreciate it, because that's what I've lacked. I'm not disciplined in budgeting and watching where my money goes. I like to save, but like, I need to be more. I know God is calling, like, he wants us to be good stewards over the things he gives us, and our finances is something he wants us to steward over for him, and like, we're responsible for that. So I want to be a good steward of that too.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, that's
powerful.
awesome.
And she got music to end it.
Okay, dance party.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Make us feel like we're doing something good.
You are. Thanks, you guys.
You're welcome.
All right. Anything else, Tiffany?
No, you can go ahead, Greg.
Now, we are all going to collaborate on this one. Don't you go anywhere, Tifa. You're going to collaborate too. You don't get off that easy.
We saw you on the edge of the screen. Like, oh, that's me. Oh.
Let's see. Find it now. Just a second. Give me just a second.
Okay.
How computers work. Okay. This was a post I found online a couple of weeks ago, and I posted it in our group, because we had talked about credit and the advantages of having good credit. And so this is a truth in lending statement that somebody had. Excuse me. And I wanted people to look at it and tell me, what do you see bad about this? Or what are some of the things that you see that are not good? And why? So, anybody want to start out with the first thing they see?
Of course.
28% interest annual percentage rate.
20.
Good gracious.
Say that again. Say that
I ain't never
again.
paying it off.
Say it again. Say it again.
All that money goes to the interest. 28%.
Right. And why, first off, why do you think they got 28%?
Because of that bad credit score.
Exactly.
You can't get the best
Wow.
interest rate.
Remember, we always talked about even though you have bad credit, you can still get a car. You can still get a house. You know, you can still get what you want, but look at how much you're paying for it. Now, let's look at this. The interest they paying on that is how much?
$67,316.57.
Now, you can't see how much the value of the car is over here, but we're going to figure it out. Let me show you how to figure it out. 96 payments. How many years is that? I think it's 8 years
Yeah, it's 8.
to pay for a car. Okay. A vehicle.
Okay, so number one, when you're going to make a vehicle purchase, you want to make sure that you can pay off the vehicle within 2 years. 3 years the max. So extending it to 8 years, as we can see, is not good.
And the vehicle won't last 8 years.
By the time you pay it off, it's time to get another one.
Yes. So 96 payments. Now, what's the monthly payments?
A gazillion, $1,164.19.
19 cents.
You could buy, that's like more than a mortgage on the home,
Okay.
right?
Now, exactly. Let's take 96 times $1,164.19. See how much they actually paying for this vehicle. It comes out to $111,000.
Woo!
$62.24.
24 cents.
Read it again, Greg.
Read it out loud, Tifa. You got it.
$111,762.24.
That's how much they're paying for this car.
Man,
We can't even hardly read that number. It's so big.
right? That's like a small house.
Now, not to be funny, but look what kind of car it is.
Oh,
It's a Dodge.
It's a Dodge. I don't know what kind of Dodge is worth $100,000, but I hope it lasts a long time. Right? Now, if you take the finance charge minus the $111,000 total payment, the actual price of the car is $44,445.67.
wow.
So interest is more than the car.
Mm.
The interest is more than the car.
That makes me dizzy.
And like you said, Greg, it's a Dodge. Wow.
Dodge anything that's like this.
Right.
But
Yeah.
check it, when you think about the rule of 72 that says take 72 and divide it by your interest rate, which is 28%, every 2.5 years, your payment is doubling. So the same way it works with your interest rate in your bank account or whatever high yielding interest account, it works the same with debt. So every 2.5 years, you're paying more, double than what your vehicle or whatever it is that you bought is worth. So that's the power of getting things paid off quickly. That's the power of financial education to help you make wise choices on the front end, to be able to look at this and say, that is not a good deal, things like that. So you want to take all of those things into consideration.
Tiff, I tell you, don't go anywhere now. I got another job for you.
What's that?
I need you to divide 667,316. You can round it off if you want to, by 96.
Wait, say that again.
Divide the finance charge by 96 months. I'm sorry. Yeah, 96.
$701.21.
All right, so I'm gonna just say $700. That's going to interest. You took $700
Mm-hmm.
at that same 28% interest for those same 8 years. Oops, hold on, I'm sorry. That's wrong button. How much was that again?
It was like 701. I erased it. Let's
21.
see.
701.21.
And 96 at
Mhm.
28% and 8 years. You would have in your bank account, hold your hats, $244,000, $640. 640. You would have over 200, you would have $250,000.
Wow.
If you invested that money instead.
Mm-hmm. And got that same rate of return
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
over 8 years.
So guess who invested that money?
Right. And see those numbers.
No.
Wow.
Bank.
Guess who did
So
not
really-
invest the money?
So really, if you think about it, your $44,000 made the bank $250,000.
Right.
With your credit being that bad.
Wow.
And that's times so many people who are in that position as well, you all.
Mhm.
And you wonder why they give you a free toaster.
Right.
Mhm. They can afford to give you 10 of those.
You need a free
free
house.
lifetime oil changes.
Right, exactly. And you paying for them anyway.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Well, let's say you couldn't even get to 28%. Say you gotta, let's bring it down to 10%.
What percent?
10.
Oh,
That's the market, the stock market averages 10% over the past 100 years. That's $102,000.
mm,
Wow.
That you gave away for having poor credit.
wow.
Something we all need to think about.
Yeah, I would have to put that in some Berkshire Hathaway.
Yes.
Oh no, that's still a little high. I can only get about how many shares? 1 or 2?
Well, you know what they say. It's not the price, it's how much money it will perform for you. So you look at that cheap price
Mhm.
and it may not be a good performing stock. So
All right. Anybody have any questions?
Greg, will you tell people what to do if they have less than stellar credit?
What to do?
Yeah, how can they improve their credit?
Oh, actually contact us right here on this Facebook page.
amen. Yes.
Actually, we are going to have another credit repair challenge. And we're going to teach you again how to repair your own credit. Do it yourself. Because when you do it yourself, you have a less tendency of having to go being bad again. Because you know the work that you put into it, you know exactly what it takes to keep it and maintain it. And then once you see exactly what it takes, you realize it wasn't worth the money to pay somebody. Because a lot of the things that you have to do to repair your own credit, you have to do. Right? Nobody else can control how much you're spending. Nobody else can control you paying off your debt. Right? So once you learn and understand that, that's why these things that we do on Free Financial Fridays, it all ties together. Right? This envelope challenge, that's part of it. You got to start budgeting and then finding extra money, right? To save an extra $5, that we're talking about, 2-in-1 challenge. That's another way are saving money and putting it aside and put it in an investment, even if it's just $5 a week. The key is to be consistent.
Mhm.
Start investing and start being consistent. And when you look up and you realize, wow, I have this amount of money, and you never even thought about it. And make sure you do it like you do your weight. You don't check your weight every day. Don't check your account every day. Okay? Don't check your stocks every day. Don't check your investment every day because it's going to go up and down. So just get a consistent vehicle and just let it take off by itself.
Wow.
I'll help teach you and train you how to do it yourself.
Awesome.
So Greg, it sounds like we need to make sure we educate ourselves on building, repairing, and maintaining our credit. And it sounds like we do have to learn a little bit about the investment arena as well, so that we could grow our money and just kind of know where to how all that works.
Absolutely.
People say they don't have the money. That's where the budgeting comes in at, because we waste a lot of money not even realizing it.
Yeah,
We have it under control, but we don't. Right, Tiff?
absolutely right. Absolutely. You don't know what you're spending unless you're tracking it. So it's great to see it on paper. Most of my clients, when we put it on paper or before we write it down, they're like, look, I don't know where my money is going. Like, that's the problem. But once we look at it, they all say, I don't see that money that you saying I should have $1,700 left over. I'm not seeing it. I'm like, but you will if you follow this budget. So budget is very foundational, but it's very, very powerful. And it is one of the major keys to your success, along with having great credit and also investing. Like the Bible speaks of managing well our flocks, speaks of looking at the ant, study the ants work, invest and prepare future generations for success. And so we, as children of God and believers, need to do the same.
All right.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yes. So if anyone has any questions about the not credit repair challenge, about the 2-in-1 challenge, feel free to jot those down below. If you have any questions about credit repair, contact Greg, Michael, or myself. And let us know, show us a picture, send us a picture of your envelopes, of your envelope system, what categories you plan to do for your envelope, something, just respond back with this so that we know that you're here and ready and excited to participate, and keep us updated. We'll be sharing throughout the weeks and months. So we are excited. It may not feel good, but I'm telling you, it will be good. So Tifa and I will have fun with it.
I'm eating all the food in the freezer.
Life is
I'm shaking
different.
my head on this envelope, man.
So me and you, Greg, me and you. Michael, you got this.
You know what? The last challenge was so fun because us and our house were doing it together. And so we were like, yeah, we're not doing this, or yeah, we're gonna do this. And so we would laugh about it. But really, everybody had great things to say about it, because it's like, when are we doing it again? Because I saved a lot of money because I wasn't going to the stores regularly, or I wasn't eating out as regularly. So it was really fun and really
It was fun.
benefited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited about saving money, so this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna lose weight and everything. Like,
It's so
like I ain't got
funny.
$2 to spend on these cookies. Are you kidding me?
Well, I tell you what, this eating out has knocked me down 40 pounds.
Wow.
It's a pandemic.
We ain't mad at you, Greg.
So that and Becca getting me off of my Mountain Dews
Good.
and the starch. So it's been a combination of everything, but because we don't travel as much.
Mm-hmm.
Travel, we eat out because we're entertaining people, we talk to people, and we sit down and meet at restaurants. So since we haven't been doing that, that's cut down a lot, like I say. But when I learned those things that Becca taught us, drinking that water,
Yeah.
good to go.
Yes. Right.
Got it.
Gotta have Becca back soon.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Aren't you gonna have somebody couponing coming up soon?
Yes. Actually, Tifa's future sister-in-law will be on with us soon to share about coupon and stuff. We are looking forward to that. And Tifa, we would love for you to come and share one Friday. Tifa's a nurse, so any health tips, just general things that we can do to take care of our bodies, of our temples. Again, we focus on being good stewards, but we also need to steward ourselves. So just whatever you want to share when you come on, we'll set a date and talk to you. But
Okay.
I thought about that earlier.
Okay, that'd be fun. I would like that.
So awesome. Anyone have anything else before we go?
So just,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Oh, no, so a quick question. So we can pick any number of subjects we want. Did you give like an example of the subjects?
I
on the
did.
PowerPoint? Okay.
You want to share it again?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Let me
Let's see.
stop share. Excuse me for being dark. I don't know what's wrong with it, but when you bring it close like that, it clears it up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the deal is.
Can you see my screen, Tifa?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So these are some of the budget categories. So groceries, restaurants, health, auto, personal care, entertainment, gifts, and then just keeping in mind November is some holidays like Thanksgiving. We also have Black Friday, is it Cyber Monday, Greg, or is that in December? I
Cyber
can't
Monday.
remember. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a holiday because they always trying to give out discounts. So you'll get 30,000 discounts this month. So, but whatever you are budgeting for, whatever those categories you want to do the cash envelopes for, you choose those categories.
Okay.
But think about personally for you, what categories are the categories that you would struggle the most in? So Tifa and I had already talked. So both of us are doing groceries or food as our category, because that's the area that we would need to do personally just based on what our spending normally is. So think about that as well. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right.
And we're starting on
November the 1st, Sunday. So make
See,
sure
I'm
you
trying
do
to
your
start
budget.
no sweets too. I'm gonna be going through y'all.
Well, that's more money you have since you won't be buying sweets.
Right. I'll be skinny and rich.
You just so silly
The key
and healthy.
Healthy.
the key is you have tomorrow to get all the snacks you want.
Right. I'll be at work. That's
My
it.
grade got to be like that.
Okay.
I was thinking about that, Greg. I was like, Sunday I might get one last piece of cake or something. Call it sweet.
Yeah.
That is funny. Well,
Awesome.
awesome.
Prepare. Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for joining us, Tifa. It was fun having you on.
Thanks, you guys. It was fun. Thanks for having me.
We are welcome. And everyone have a wonderful night, and we will be back on next Friday.
Okay.
Okay, take care, everybody.
All
Have-
Bye,
right.
guys.
All right.
And God bless.
God bless you. Thank you.
All righty.